Kiara here. Yes, I'm back with another video finally after weeks and weeks and weeks on end. So I'm about to tell y'all what happened. So I recorded a video. I had an idea for another video and I recorded it about like 3 times because I was trying to get it right. I was trying to get it perfect for you guys. I wanted to make sure I had all the information right for you guys. And no, I'm not naked, y'all. I have like this tube top kind of thing. It is hot here in New York City, so your girl is wearing a tube top, some shorts, because it's hot and I don't got the time. But that's besides the point. Yeah, so I had an idea for another video and I recorded it like about 3 times. I didn't like how it came out. I kept recording it and then excuse me. And then yeah, so I was just like, no, I'm just gonna have to think of something else. So I meant to record another video. That never happened. Because if you guys don't know, doing these videos, you have to record it, then you have to edit it, then you have to make sure you have a thumbnail, then you have to upload it, and you have to wait for it to upload. There's a lot of steps when it comes to like uploading these kind of videos for you guys. So all in all, I just want to make sure that I'm giving you guys the right information and that I'm not just giving you, just making sure that I give you guys the right information. That's it. And it's coming off in a easy and a simplistic way for you guys to understand. So but for today's video, I thought I would talk about something a little personal, like about me, and I'm basically going to be talking about why it is that I got into writing, and I'm going to be telling you guys like my story and how I came, to be a writer and all that jazz. But before we get into this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video. And yeah, guys, let's get into it. So yes, I decided instead of doing the video that I had, the video idea prior, I'm gonna do that. I'm still gonna do that idea, but I'm gonna break it down for you guys so it's a little easier to understand, because it's a lot to talk about in there. So we're just gonna take this one step at a time. I hope you guys can hear me. I do have the mic again. But yeah, let's get into it. So today I'm going to be talking about why it is that I got into writing. And I can first say that before I got into college, I had a plan. And if you know me, I like to plan stuff out just because it's easier for me and I don't feel overwhelmed. So that's why I like to, plan out. Whenever I'm doing something, I have to plan it out. Period, point blank. It has to be planned out, right? So before I got into college, I already had my plan A and plan B. My plan A was the first major that I ever got into was vet tech. I love animals. I have 2 cats, you guys know. So I wanted to be a vet tech. That was the plan. So my senior year of high school, when we were like, trying to apply to different colleges and stuff like that, and I got feedback from just other my counselors, my teachers, my peers and all of that. They really said to me, like, if this is something that you really want to do, then you have to know everything about it. And the truth is, when it comes to vet techs, veterinarians, they don't really make a lot of money. And yes, you can go on Google and you can search up, how much that they make and all this jazz, but realistically, they don't really make a lot of money. And the thing is, a lot of people don't bring their cats or their animals or whatever to the vet because of how costly it is. I bought my cat, Millie. I'll show a picture so you guys can see how she looks. So she actually has this disease called FIV. She was born with it. Her mother had it. It was passed on to her. She has FIV. And when she was young, they basically told me, like, there was a possibility. There was always a possibility that she would have it. There was just no way around that. It is what it is. So we did take her to the vet, and this is when she was a little bit older, and I paid almost $300 just for her to go to the vet. And the thing is, a lot of people think, oh, your indoor cat doesn't get diseases, or they can't get these other things that an outdoor cat would get, but they still can. It's still very much possible. Your cat can, it's not like your cat can't get the normal things that obviously if they're in a house, then they're the least at risk, but those things are still out there, you know, like worms and fleas and stuff like that. So you yeah, so I basically I think I paid for a test, and I found out that she, yes, and definitely indeed has FIV. And yeah, I paid $300. So just right there, you can see how costly it is to take your cat to the vet, to take your animal to the vet. It is not, no, you're not going to be spending, I would say the least that was spent on a vet visit would have to be $75. And that was like the least that was the least that cost when I took my my older cat, who unfortunately he passed away a couple of years ago. And yeah, we spent around like $75 on him. So that was the least cost, but it's very expensive. Now I had to take into consideration all of the ifs, the what ifs, the buts, and all of that. And even though it's not something that I wanted to hear, it is something that I needed to know. Point blank, period. And so if I was going to pursue that, I have to know everything. And I had to think realistically, am I going to be comfortable living? Like, is my life in the future going to be comfortable for me to, is it going to be sustainable? And am I going to have, you know, not a hard life? Will I be able to pay my bills? Those are the questions that you need to answer. And unfortunately, for me, no. It was a no. So I made the decision, which was plan B. And my plan B was basically, I'm good at writing. And how I found out I was good at writing was my mom had put me and my sister into in a camp. And it was because, you know, she refused for me and my sisters to stay all day in the house doing absolutely nothing. So yes, she put us in a camp. And honestly, the camp felt like school. It really did. We had a whole bunch of activities. We would do like math. We would do like English and stuff. And so basically, we used to do like writing exercises in there in the camp and all that good, you know, school stuff, whatever, if you want to call it. But the English teacher that was there, he would always, like, I remember that one time that my mom had came to pick me and my sister up, and he told my mom, she is a good writer. Okay, like there's something about her writing, like she is a good writer. And you know, obviously my mom was proud, but you know, I didn't think anything of it. You know, I didn't think it was a big deal at the time, you know, because I was young. So yeah, I was always good at writing. It just wasn't a big deal to me. Then when I got into middle school, when I got into I always scored higher on my English test. And when I got into high school, you know, they have you have to take these AP classes. Well, in my high school, we had to take these AP classes, and I took like an AP language, and I was one out of 3 students to basically get a high score, which I was not even expecting at all. I was just like, what? Are you serious? But yes, I was one out of the 3 students that got the highest grade out of the whole entire senior class. So honestly, that was really, at that point, that was when I was like, okay, writing English in general is my plan B, period, point blank. So before I got into college, I did, my first major was veterinarian tech. I did that for about like a few months, and then I came down to the conclusion. I really thought about my life, and like those questions, I asked those difficult questions, which is necessary. And then after that, I switched to journalism, because I thought, okay, if I'm going to do writing, maybe I can do journalism, which is more of journalism is different than creative writing. It's more of a like news type thing, like a real events type of writing. So you have like you basically have like different topics and stuff to talk about, to write about, and a lot of journalists, they go on like the news, they record a lot of information and stuff. So I was in that for like a few weeks, which I took like a journalism class, and it was like a news and journalism class. And so we basically had to record videos and stuff like that. I didn't stay. I honestly, guys, I was in that class for one day, and I said, this is not the writing I wanted to do at all. I said, this is not what am I doing here? So I got up from that class and I left, and I went to my advisor and I said, listen, the type of writing that I want to do is not that. I want to tell stories. I want to connect to my audience. I want people to look at my characters and say, this is me. I can see myself in your characters. I can relate to your book in some sort of way. And I told her, I explained this to my advisor, and she said, you know what? You need to go for creative writing. And I said, yeah. I said, that you're right. So the next day, I changed my major again to creative writing, and I stuck with it. And it was honestly the best decision for me, and I just blossomed from there. And that was always my plan B. And now to this day, I have like 2 different contracts with different apps where I basically get paid for my writing. And I'm going to explain all that, and I'm going to break it down in another video for you guys. But yeah, so I basically get paid for my writing now. It isn't much, but at least it's something. And so I've noticed a progression with my writing. And so that's just basically my story of how I decided to become a writer. And not only that, as a kid, I'm a reader as well. Writers are readers as well. You read a lot. So when I was a kid, my face was always in a book. I was literally, wherever you would find me, my head would be always in the book. And so I have a lot of books, which I might sell, but I don't know. I have a close connection to those books, so I don't know if that's gonna happen. But let me know, guys, if you guys want to see like my book collection. I'll make a video of that, and I'll show you guys all my books that I've some of them I've read, some of them I haven't, but I have a lot of books. I do. I'm attached to them low key. I really am. But yeah, that's just basically it. And just the advice that I would give anyone is have a plan. And if the plan doesn't work out, it's changeable. You can always change it. But honestly, go with your gut. Go with your gut feeling. Go with what feels best to you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, even before I stepped foot into college, I knew that I had a plan A and I had a plan B. And that was what made me feel comfortable changing and progressing into something different. So yeah, that's just basically it. I don't want this video to be too long, guys. I'm so sorry. But if you guys have any other questions, please put them down in the comments down below. I'll be happy to answer them for you guys. Yeah, this is the end of this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video. Ooh. And yeah, guys, that's it. Please be sure, if you have any other comments or any other questions, please put them in the comments down below. And yeah, guys, that's the end of this video. Bye, guys.